Alright, hello, this is Epic Move Studios. This is a topic I wanted to cover. It's basically, so you see this creeper that I made in Cycles? Well, it turns out in Cycles, at least, of what I know of, you can't really, you can't make it so the things are pixelated like you would be able to do in the default render. So, somebody made a really good node group. Don't know what a node group is. Oh, yeah, basically it has a lot of adds and it just uses math to set the colors, and that's really useful, and it has a UV output, and it can turn something that looks like this, alright, into something that looks like this, so like the regular Minecraft. So if you're having issues with this is the solution. And yeah, so what you're going to want to do, I have a link to it in the description. It is a blend file. It's from a thread. I'll put a link to the thread in the description. Anyways, it's a blend file that contains the node group, and I'm going to show you how to set it up and everything. And yeah, so once you have the blend file downloaded, you're going to go to append, so file, append, alright, and then I'll just go to where the blend file is. Whoops. Okay. It should be called Pixelator new.blend. You're going to click on that, left click, alright? Then you'll see this, alright? Then you're going to go to node tree, and you should see Pixelator new. You click on that and hit link/append from library. Alright? So now you have it, alright? You might not be able to see it, so let's delete that. You might not be able to see it, and you might say, well, okay, this doesn't work. Well, you're going to go to add, and then group, and Pixelator new. Alright, and just plonk it wherever you want. Now, this output is yellow, which you might think is for color. No, it's actually for the UV, which would be in the vector for the image texture that you're using. So you just put it like that. Alright, and as you can see, it looks like crap. Alright, that's not anything at all what it looked like before. So that's because you haven't set the correct X and Y for the size of your image. And so yeah, if you want to fix it, then you should go to your UV editing tab. Alright, so you have all the textures for things here, and go to the where your creeper, for example, the creeper texture is. You can see it here, and if you press N to open up this box right here, this side menu, right, and you go to the image tab, under the source you should see image size 64 by 32, and that's the size of the image, so it's 64 pixels by 32. Alright, so you go back to where you were before, and in this, for the X, enter 64, because that always comes first when you're describing things, so 64 by 32, right? And so yeah, it's 32. If we set it to like another thing, it'll just become worse and worse looking. So 32, and that looks really good. So it's not just for the head region. So basically, if I go into edit mode, material. If I go into edit mode with this, and you go to UV editing, you can see the UV unwrapping. Alright, it's just taking these portions of the head, and I'm not measuring out the size of that, I'm measuring out the size of the whole image to use. So for this, for the body areas, right, they're using this stuff, this right here, and that's also going to be 64 by 32. So don't think you have to like measure the size of like his head, like the regions on his head or anything. It's not how it works. So if we go back to default, and I'll do the same for the body that I did here. Just go back to rendered viewport mode. Alright, same for the body. Whoops, yeah. Go to the body material. Alright, and that's also 64 by 32. It's the same. Put that in there for the vector, and boom. Now this won't work for things if you haven't UV unwrapped it, it won't look good. You have to actually have it so this part, this face right here, this face corresponds to this, and this corresponds to that. So Blender knows what part of the image to use. But other than that, it's good, and you can use it for any type of shader. Yeah, shader. And yeah, so here I have a translucent shader for the torch, and if I go into rendered, you can see it's translucent, but it's also pixelated, and it looks good. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope this is helpful if you want to make Minecraft animations and cycles, make it look a little bit better. Yeah.